Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and this is some more CK2 Qarth, or the A Game of Thrones mod. And this is going to be the last episode of CK2 Qarth for me. Reason being, well, the save game is falling apart, and there's a nice little story behind it. Point being, I'm going against my own bloody better instincts, right, and better judgment. Because, effectively, every time I play something, be it European Universalis, be it CK2, be it, a Warhammer or a Total Warhammer or any Total War game, I turn off updating for that game. Actually, I haven't done that with Total War, and I've paid the price once already, but yeah, I turn off updating, right? I finish the Let's Play, or I finish the playthrough, and then I, download all the hot fixes and whatever they come out in the week or so, or however much time it takes me to finish. Reason being is mostly because of mods, right? But this time round, it's doubly true, basically, because of all the tiny little hot fixes here and there, and then a whole version change from CK2, have made it so that this save file is now a little bit, well, useless. See, I did try rolling back, but that just caused more problems than I have right now, because the sort of save file updated itself through the various different versions, and the last whole version update from, I think, 3 point something to 3.1 to 3.2, I think it was, or something like that. Don't quote me on it, I don't know the numbers by heart, or off the top of my head. Basically changed quite a bit. And now I'm a rebel leader, which I'm pretty sure I wasn't. Or maybe I'm just remembering that, but I think it mucked up some of my stats and traits. But effectively, like, this war that I'm fighting right now, at first seemed a little bit scary because I'm so heavily outnumbered. But you're gonna see, because I'm recording the audio and the video separately here because I had some audio problems because I moved from one city to the other again. So I'm recording them separately, but you'll see in the video, this is the war's not a problem, right? The war's easy, simply because they're so far away and they use ships to bring their troops in, and they're just, instead of attacking in one big wave, they send 10,000 after 10,000 or 20,000 after 20,000 men after me, which is hilarious. But yeah, and the attrition is going to kill them, so I don't even have to fight this war. The attrition is simply going to kill them. So let's beat them, because I've never lost a whole campaign in CK2 because of a war I lost, right? I've lost once because of my dynasty dying, and that was at the very early stages of the game. It was in the early stages of Reaper's Due when it came out, and back then basically a flu could kill you very easily. They didn't balance that all that greatly. They can still kill you now, but it's like it's a percentage chance. Back then, a lot of characters died like all the time. By default, you would play at a Regency, basically. It was pretty brutal at the start. So I died once there because I just didn't have any characters, didn't have any children. My character lived up to 30 something and just had no children, even with the seduction focus, which was a little bit stupid. But hey, that's the one game of CK2 I've lost. Everything else I've won since, I don't know, 2013 or something like that. I don't know when I started playing this seriously, but at any rate. That's not the reason, as you will see, though it did have me a little bit worried at the beginning. But yeah, like I said, the various different micro patches just messed things up, and now the ships and the levies are messed up as well. Because it's showing me that I'm supposed to have 19,000 of my own, instead I have like a couple of hundred. Which is not the problem again, because I have big vassals, but yeah, it's falling apart more and more the more you play it. And come to think of it, this is a rather nice place to leave Qarth off, right? They have Volantis, the Duchy of Volantis is about to fall any day now, and I've established them as an empire, and they're pretty darn stable, so, unless some chick with 3 dragons comes along, I think they're going to be fine. Which, there you go, no spoilers, right? At any rate, also Volantis has no ships now, which I'm pretty sure they had some, but it doesn't matter. It's been a while since I played. At any rate, I will be moving on to something else, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be CK2 immediately. I'm definitely going to play more CK2 in the near future, or the relatively near future, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the next Let's Play, because I really wanted to do something in Total War. Either Three Kingdoms or Warhammer 2, and I've been playing Warhammer 2 quite a bit off camera. I'm playing as the SFO mod, and I've been playing as a few different factions. Tried as the Empire, didn't like them. the Empire's just weak, honestly. And the Empire has Balthazar Gelt, which is the best caster in the game, pretty much for the metal lore, and the units of Empire though is just meh. But I've been playing as the vampires and having a ton of fun, and SFO makes the game stupidly difficult, right? Or even on normal difficulty, you pretty much need to fight every battle you're on by yourself, and it gives pretty significant buffs to the AI, and also makes them a little bit smarter, which is nice. But they also can field just a ton more armies than you. So I mean, for every one army I can field, they can field 3 basically. So yeah, it's a bit of it's a challenging mod, but I like it. I had quite a lot of fun with it. So I'm thinking either something like that or another Paradox Grand Strategy game, but not Imperator Rome. Not on like 5 years from now, probably when they fix it. But no, I'm boycotting that game for reasons of the reasons I've ranted on before about. But at any rate, like I said, it's a pretty damn nice place to leave Qarth off. They control quite a bit of territory. It's a bit messy in the borders, but the world's stable. The Iron Throne is very stable. They can. By the way, okay, so this is going to be a spoiler, but I know it's not going to spoil the TV show for you if you haven't seen it yet. But there is an event that happens in the north of the Iron Throne, and there's an off-map invasion, right? In terms of CK2 mechanics, it's an off-map invasion. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what it is, even though if you've seen the first episode of Game of Thrones, you should have a pretty good idea of what it is north of the wall that's the problem, right? But yeah, that invasion is stupidly easy. That invasion is a problem only if the Iron Throne is super unstable and is in the middle of a war. Right, then it's a problem, because you don't have a consolidated force fighting the problem, shall we call it. But now, like, I've skipped forward, I've played as when the invasion happens, and the wildlings can bloody defeat the invasion, right? So it's really easy, and yeah, like I said, provided minus the 3 dragons thing, Qarth is safe. So yeah, anyways. Sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it. So, and in all due honesty, 100% being honest with you, it hasn't been the most fun thing ever playing as Qarth. The mod is definitely focused on the Iron Throne, right? And it's a great conversion mod, but there's something about the Europe vanilla CK2 that just makes it, in the long run, a little bit less exhausting and a little bit more interesting. What I do love about this mod are the little mini events, the little quests that you go on, but there's mods for that do it in Europe, and there's something about the CK2 in Europe and the vanilla CK2 that just gets you more freedom, you know. Allows you to switch between things a lot more and a larger variety of things. For example, here religion is pretty fixed. I mean, you've seen it. It took me like 40 episodes to convert a single province, which, you know, there's a reason why that's good, but there's a reason that it kind of gets exhausting in the long run too. But at any rate, it has died a noble death, and I want to say I hope that you can forgive me, but it's not exactly my fault. It sort of is for lack of foresight, and I should have known that this would happen. But you know, I guess I went against my own better judgment. In my defense, most people don't turn off updating when doing Let's Plays like this. But in most cases, it's not a problem. But every now and again, you get into a situation like this. So, yeah. At any rate, though. Sorry, it's like 50 degrees Celsius outside, and I've been just drinking water for the entirety of the day. Let's focus on this war. So, as you can notice, we have a stupid amount of money. We're earning a stupid amount of money, and we have the ability to instantly generate a stupid amount of money. Let's check this guy. He has 19, you have 10 command. No, just sod off. Let's appoint some good commanders, and let's beat these guys in the field of battle, because attrition isn't going to win the war for us. It's only going to win most of the war for us. Alright, and we're going to do an amphibious landing as well, just to show off, just to flex, basically, you know. There you go, you can't escape. Lovely. We now have an impregnable wall of 18,000 men in Qarth, and if something comes along that can beat that, we just run away on our ships and let them die in the sands. I feel a lot, like, quite a lot like, oh, what are they called? The Martells. Like Dawn during the invasion. during the Targaryen invasion of Dawn. And that's not a spoiler. That happens before the show, by the way. So yeah, that's exactly what I feel like, and it's glorious. Let's embark, head over to Qarth using the magic of ship transportation, which is faster than land movement for some reason. Where are they going? Yeah, they're going to Qarth. All right, and there we go. Bloop. Just glorious. Just glorious. There you go. And that's the quarter of his army. I mean, do that one more time and he's going to accept white peace, so there you go. Plus I have a ticking war score as well, because he doesn't control anything I own. Glorious. And right around now I should start hiring mercenaries as well, and I get a lunatic trait just because. I'm going to start hiring mercenaries as well, because I can pay them off easily. And I can hire them as well, because I have over 1,000 gold, so yeah. And all things considered, this is like I said, this is not a problem. This war is just almost won itself, to be honest with you. But there you go. Yeah, here's some mercs. A few sellsword infantry companies, all from Qarth, oddly enough. There you go. 3.6 per turn, or per month. Sorry. For maintenance is practically nothing. So yeah. Right. Maybe I can even afford to hire a few more. But yeah, the loans have started to break down. I keep paying back loans I never took, which is not necessarily game breaking, because I can, like I said, I can take it. It's not a problem. I'll play with that handicap. But it's the fact that the more we play, the more broken it gets, and it's just, yeah, it's a problem from that perspective. Oh well. It has been fun. Let's not dwell on that and dwell on things that were positive about the entire playthrough. So it was. I say technically it still is because I'm playing, right? It is, and it was one of my more liked among the community playthroughs, and I'm not one to take that lightly. I'm definitely not. So yeah, I will provide content like this soon as well. But I've done a run of CK2. I've gotten I've gotten Qarth to a high point. I'm just going to take a break for at least a short while before we can dive into something else. Let's see. I can beat that army up north, and I think this was going to be over pretty much. But the army's going to beat itself. Let's be honest. But sure. And that's only like a couple hundred levies as well. I need to move those away at some point, because we're taking attrition there, which our greatest weapon is starting to kill us, but the island just south of that is fine for garrisoning troops, because that's 30,000 capacity. At any rate, though, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. The entire series, your support has been invaluable, and I hope to see you around soon for the next CK2 playthrough, and then the other content on the channel as well. There's going to be a lot more of it, because I made an update video if you haven't caught that. Channel update video, basically. I've finished my uni thing for the next 2 months, basically. I will go on a vacation, but I'll record videos in advance of that, so you should have pretty much a video every day, if not more, and probably more, all other things being equal. So yeah, there's the Divinity 2 is going to go on a little bit more regularly now that CK2's over, and I'm going to start a new series probably on something else. So yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll stick around and join me for the next adventure, which is hopefully going to be a lot more stable and more with a better ending, let's say. But I do appreciate the situation where a show that ended so disappointingly badly is followed by a CK2 playthrough, which ends in a train wreck, basically. Not due to the creator's fault, but hey. Anyways, until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.